CNN correspondent Mike Valerio has the latest now from Seoul. And Mike, a lot more that we're learning just in the last hour as family members, rush as well to the scene, just trying to figure out how this happened.
Right. And I mean, you can only imagine, Paula, so many of us are coming home from Christmas holidays and getting ready to be with families for New Year's. This is exactly what whole multitudes of people who had family members on board this flight are having to contend with. Coming back from Bangkok, Thailand, what a wonderful holiday destination for so many people on this airline that goes to all these vacation destinations across Southeast Asia. So, Paula, to bring you and our viewers up to speed, we see this terrible video of the airliner, the Jeju 737-800 Boeing aircraft, landing on its belly. And then we pause the video the moment of an explosion, of course, because it's the end of life for up to 179 passengers. We want to be respectful of them and their families. But at this hour, Paula, there are two potential issues in tension here in terms of how this happened. We seemingly have landing gear that did not deploy, which appears to be clear in the video with the airliner on its belly upon landing. And then we have video that we're working to clear at CNN that has been shown by one broadcaster here in South Korea, which appears to show some apparent, I want to stress apparent, explosion near one of the engines while this plane was still airborne. And bird strike is entering into the equation of possibilities for what potentially went wrong here. So just before the last time we were with you, Paula, a couple minutes ago, we have the fire chief of the locality where this airport is located, about 3.5 hours south of Seoul, where we are now. And he said to reporters the following, quote, "The cause of this accident is estimated to be the occurrence of bird strike or bad weather." But he goes on to say that the official cause will be ascertained through an official investigation. So bird strike or bad weather, you can tell from the video and our background here in Seoul, there's barely a cloud in the sky across the Korean Peninsula. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon here, but we're waiting to see if there's more official confirmation on the possibility of bird strike and if an emergency communication from the aircraft to the ground relayed that a bird strike certainly happened. Bringing you further in depth as to what transpired here. This is a Jeju Air 737-800 that left Bangkok, pushed back from the gate at 2:11 a.m. local time, due in the 9 o'clock hour, and skids on the runway and hits an embankment and bursts into flames. We did have a miraculous storyline in the earliest part of this catastrophe with two crew members, a man and a woman, who were able to be rescued from the back of the plane where you find the tail section. And that led so many people who were on the ground in terms of first responders, the fire department, et cetera, to be hopeful that perhaps more people could be found even after we had the fireball and the plume of smoke. But we now, Paula, are in a strictly recovery mission, not a rescue. So it remains to be seen why exactly this happened and if this will broaden out into an international investigation because this is a Boeing aircraft, because it was manufactured in Washington State. One of the main points investigators will be conceivably looking at is whether or not this was something that happened specific to the aircraft or if this is something that the wider fleet needs to look out for. But again, very stunning and striking comments with the head of this fire department saying bird strike is now within the realm of possibility, Paula.
Yeah, and obviously he had been informed of something, as you said, perhaps communication that the crew had indicated that they were having some kind of trouble with an engine. Still, obviously, so many questions. Mike, I want to ask you, though, in terms of this airline itself, it is the largest low-cost airline in South Korea, but again, obviously incredibly safe. Many people have had a great safety record. Many people had confidence in flying this airline, right?
That's right. This airline was founded in 2005. It is the largest budget airline in South Korea, Jeju Air, named after the, well, you could say for our viewers in the United States, the Hawaii of South Korea, beautiful Jeju Island. So it's a carrier that so many people, Paula, would go to idyllic destinations on a budget and not think anything twice of their decision to go on Jeju Air. A great safety record. Nothing in its history like this since it was founded in 2005. So again, that adds to questions that investigators will be posing if this was something so out of the blue, perhaps quite literally as a bird strike, when we're dealing with an airline, when we have an airline involved in this that had such a great safety record, Paula.
Yeah, Mike, and we'll leave it there for now. I know that you'll continue your reporting as we continue to follow those dramatic developments there in South Korea. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Paula.
Joining us now from Chicago.